There's more?
Yep, Mario, there's more. Welcome to our finale. Welcome to the finale of Metal Slug 3.
Chipping away at the old... Yeah, I know. We're chipping away at the entire fleet here. Just see the night gunning to the balls to the wall action intensity. I don't know.
Yeah, and this time, folks, we're skipping all the Independence Day bullshit. Now we're just going full out aliens.
No. This is it. This is full on, just an entire alien invasion. We're bringing the fight to them, and oh gosh, there's a. Okay, yeah, you gotta destroy those walls.
I would like to make a comment about earlier when, again, after you fought, you took down the fake Morden, and it's like you eventually see that the real Morden was just stripped down to his underwear and being held on the airship. That's the only time. That's the only time you actually saw him in the flesh like that. Like, makes me wonder what the fuck even happened for the Mars people to suddenly just come in and just take over the entire rebellion like that.
I know aliens appeared a little bit in Metal Slug 2 and /X, and I could see it being where like maybe the aliens at this point are so pissed off that they ended up being like I could see the timeline being like this, where the aliens show up and Morton's the only one who sees them at first. And so Morton tries to enlist them in his army and maybe lies to them, convincing them like, oh, by the way, I'm actually the leader, so we can do this all. Then when everybody just got shot up by, Marco and friend, when everything got destroyed, the aliens finally got pissed off at Morton, saying, wait a minute, and then the aliens got incredibly pissed that they were basically manipulated and used, and so they're like saying, okay, fuck trying to work with the humans, let's just take over the whole thing.
I mean, I guess there's that, but at the same time, there's also the matter of fact that last time they already pulled their whole betrayal bullshit. So I think I feel like what ended up happening is that the aliens just came in and struck without Morton and his men really knowing, or at least not the soldiers anyway.
I will say both of those theories were definitely a lot more sound than what I was about to suggest, where the aliens were just going to be all like, from deep inside my temple prison.
I sent you simple instructions to follow.
Great master alien man.
It was that infernal Marco. I'm a scientist.
I guess I'll...
I'm sorry. Great Martian people. It was that infertile metal slug.
Metal slug. There you go. But no,
we're losing our minds at this point.
We are losing our mind. It's been how long are we gonna watch this scrolling background? Jeez.
I had to click away from it because I started to get motion sickness.
Okay, in all fairness though, that's it. No more of that shitty bang bang stuff. Now it's time for shitty bang bang stuff on the ground.
No more shooting stuff. Now for shooting stuff.
Finally, I needed a palate cleanser.
In retrospect, I'm kind of glad Matt's not here to ring in the obvious reference.
Oh yeah, because they are basically Daleks, but with visible brains.
They absolutely are.
Yes.
And as you see here, the main gimmick with them is they'll fire little laser beams. You just gotta jump through them, jump through the hoops. But we're at the fight to the alien people, and oh jeez, and I will still say,
they make
little squeaky sounds.
The way they squeak and the way that their skin melts down to a puddle.
Also, these neuron things I'm a little bit annoyed by. So what was I going to say?
You mean the Rinka? You mean those giant Rinka beams?
Yeah.
Well, I knew you were going to say something like while we were doing our crash shenanigans.
Right. It's like that was still such an odd. Like plot.
Oh come on!
Such an odd plot point to suddenly be like, oh yeah, this great scientist man who wanted to like conquer and perform experiments on animals. Turns out he actually is a religious man who worships a mask.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, that is a very random turn of events to turn to.
Very quick, very sharp left turn and jump, nice.
I mean, it'd be one thing if you just discovered it by accident. I mean, like by that point, then the alliance would happen. But no, apparently, god, they're literally shocked. They're pulling the most intensive shock therapy on mankind has ever known.
That's disturbing to watch.
There.
But don't worry, he's fine now.
You okay, dude?
That way.
I do want to bring up this might be asking too much, but considering a lot of the blanks that Crash 4 are trying to fill in.
Go! Da-da-da-da-da.
I was about to say, with all the blanks that Crash Force trying to fill in, like how Cortex and Entropy got back from being babies, and the flashback levels basically being like what happened during Crash when he was being experimented on, I'm kind of wondering if 4 will even explain like how he met Uko to begin with.
I mean, it would be kind of an interesting. It would be interesting to know that, but I get the feeling that's like the last thing on their minds at the moment.
Probably.
Just like the multiplayer.
Oh yeah. As of this recording, the Crash Force multiplayer mode has been announced, and I mean, an interesting idea aside, it did feel a little on the lackluster side.
Honestly,
I mean, it really did feel like they just kind of like it was an idea that came to them, and they just implemented it in an afternoon.
Well, I was about to say, from what I've seen, like, excuse me, I've seen some, like, people discussing, like, some of it, like, for example, like, the checkpoint races, like, they talk about how, like, you know, seeing stuff like that, comparing, like, playthroughs could be handy for people that are looking for, like, speedrunning tactics. Not quite sure about the, crate bonuses, though.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, my big issue with it is that it doesn't even feel like much of a multiplayer. It doesn't feel like much of a multiplayer thing at all. Like, it's very much akin to, like, playing Super Mario Brothers with 2 players.
Yeah.
Or 4 if you decide to also bring in Fake Crash and the newly made Fake Coco.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, like, real talk, I am not a fan of how Fake Crash looks in Crash 4.
Yeah, basically, they
It's
just,
odd,
like...
'cause, yeah.
Well, they basically kind of, like... It's odd to say that, because Fake Crash in general has always looked like just Crash with buck teeth and bushy eyebrows, but I guess in particular, it looked particularly more slapped on than usual.
Yeah, it was very slapdash. But, yeah, get a load of this thing.
It's the mother brain of the alien fleet, and we must
Pretty
destroy
much.
it to stop them.
Oh, come on. I tried to dodge that.
Mustang,
Mustang, you will not stop me from destroying video game land.
I gotta watch that. I have that series downloaded somewhere. I gotta watch it.
Yeah. Careful.
I mean, I've already subjected myself to all the episodes of the
Why
Mario
does it
TV
hone in
shows,
on me?
because it picks whoever it wants, really.
Another quarter muncher, but continue.
But yeah, no, I've subjected myself to all of the deep Mario shows and all the Zelda episodes, which, I mean, wasn't even that long to begin with. I'm not sure if I want to really submit myself to more deep Nintendo crap.
Well, it's like, from what I saw, it's like... Go ahead.
From what I heard, I mean, Link was a lot more mature in the Captain N part of it, so there's no, like, excuse me, princess.
Marco?
Yeah,
That's not Marco, that's Tarma.
Something I guess
A
I can
whole
also
lot of
ask-
Tarmas.
Damn!
Karmas. Ooh.
Oh yeah, but actually, hold on real quick. All those eggs that the aliens are spewing out, that's all edible, and that's how you can suddenly achieve big mode in this level.
Incredibly quickly.
But yeah, a part of me does want to ask, like, just for the sake of talking more about, like, cheesy 90s video game adaptations, did Ruby Spears do all the Capcom ones, or just Mega Man?
Just Mega Man. I don't think they were involved with Street Fighter or Darkstalkers, which, honestly, in hindsight, maybe it would have been better if they did, considering how much worse those shows are by comparison.
Nice. Ooh.
And that's what I get for not paying attention.
Wow. I mean, I have to admit, there's something kind of funny to me about being launched up in the air, trying to maintain your air, but once you hit the ground, suddenly you get all fat and stuff.
All the calories finally hit me all at once, and jump. Ah.
I mean, that is still, again, it is still kind of a funny detail that, again, we noticed in Metal Slug X, like even when you're in big mode, you can still fit into that fucking tank.
It's just a very snug fit, and careful. Oh my gosh.
That's hard to dodge.
I can tell.
We're getting a little more aggressive now. But we've almost pushed through this whole damn place, and yes, still stage 5, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
The high score on this is gonna be kind of nuts.
Oh yeah, no, like, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even mind this.
Look at his score compared to mine.
Hey,
Clear the path.
That's funny. He's not dead. He actually survived that whole scuffle, and now he's actually helping us.
What a great man he is. Even though I'm probably gonna have to kill him again in Metal Gear. Even though I'm probably gonna have to kill him in Metal Slug 4.
Metal Gear.
Or 6.
Metal Slug.
I don't know. I forget how many other times you actually fight that fucker.
Well, this is looking very...
There's Tarma.
Ah!
So now it's a race. Now it's a race to break him out of this little containment and stop all the clones from being born.
Pop
Agreed.
that bubble. Pop that bubble.
Pop the bubble.
Just push through it. Right.
Now what?
Actually, no.
Every time.
That's funny, like the whole thing tipping over. I also like that when Squidward's finally about to stab him, like the lead up, it's like, no.
It just kind of holds out a weird note.
Yeah, there's that. It's like, I don't know why, but something about like slow motion when utilized right just always gets a kick out of me. That, and then of course the guys know about the whole thing with Sandy, no, not Sammy, look out.
There we go.
We got him.
Karma's free.
Candy pen heading straight to your eye due to my swatting it away without considering its path of trajectory.
Now, pay close attention, because clones are still being spawned, but now
They can't survive.
they become zombies.
Oh, they're not normal human Tarmas anymore.
And this part right here is the ultimate quarter muncher of this entire playthrough.
because
Which
now
is
we have
saying
to
a lot.
because we have to avoid them. I'm telling you, like, no, get down right now because they have that same blood bomb attack as well. Hurry!
I cannot tell you how many lives I've lost to those blood bars.
Oh, jeez.
They'll
Just-
burn
just
you
crawling
all.
around, I was like,
Red lanterns.
Beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep. And
So-
they are very strong. Okay.
So wait, red lanterns literally have the ability to blood barf?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, okay then.
Yeah,
I thought Red-
I could have sworn I
thought Red-
mentioned that like back when we first saw him.
I thought
I
Red
mean,
Lantern.
I did remember that. I just honestly I didn't have the chance to actually even ask. They're like, that's a thing.
I thought
Oh,
Red
yeah,
Lantern represented like anger and hatred or stuff.
Yeah, they basically represent like rage and anger,
Ah.
and they're like so consumed by it that I guess like their rings basically like replace their actual blood with plasma, and they can weaponize it.
Huh. All right.
I guess I would explain blood vomit.
Yeah, the lanterns can be rather out there.
Oh, careful. Using our own weapons against us. How dare you? Okay.
Yeah, seriously. What do you think this is, Resident Evil 5?
And Cele got this weird thing. I never knew what it was called.
Oh yeah,
call
the
it the
Walker Slug.
Yeah.
I
I call
mean,
it 5e.
I mean, it was a useful tool during that one boss fight in Metal Slug X where you were literally climbing the tower.
Yes.
But otherwise, yeah, in an area like this, it does seem a little unorthodox.
Well, Sarge is trying to aim at everything, and
I'm having way too much fun here.
well, just
Look
look at that
at
little
these
thing
bucks.
spinning around, all mad and crazy. And there we go. Okay, door's open. We're leaving. I think we finally reached the end. No.
Whoa.
Ah,
Oh,
Just
but I'll
time
take
for another one.
But I will take that carrier, Slug. Get my
Careful.
heavy gun. Guaranteed.
Bye.
And I think I jumped
Oh.
out of it to use this as a bomb as well. This guy has a lot more health than I had anticipated.
Yeah, no, these robots fucking suck.
yep.
This is where you want to just spam your bombs. I'd also say just get them out of the way. Just get out. I used all my bombs on him.
Get.
I mean, on the
Back
plus
into-
side of things, this is technically the final portion of the game up until our final boss.
I just now
So
realized.
that, so,
I think that gun I got had a D for dud. Like the gun just can't fire until you use it.
no, they don't do that kind of crap. I think the D's are supposed to be for drop shots.
Oh.
Which are basically
okay.
those little bouncy pellets that
Yeah, I
you
was about to
see.
say, don't forget about Mr. Vomit guy back there.
Okay, yeah, we're moving.
Yeah.
We're moving.
Hi, baby.
Just all in all, this was a pretty exhausting
I got him.
sequence of stages. Just back to back to
Oh,
back to back.
baby, I just wanted to ask you if you wanted to go on a date with me to Arby's.
We made it. Let's get into these metal slugs and get out.
Oh, how convenient.
No.
How are you gonna get out of here, Tarma?
I love how we
I
did
didn't
that
think this far.
simultaneously.
Tarma?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not getting out of here. But you are.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, I didn't plan this at all. But hey, we sabotaged the entire mothership and we managed to escape with our lives. Time to head back to Earth and celebrate.
Huzzah!
Yay!
Yeehaw!
Why is the timer still counting down?
No, it's not. It's pausing.
Not anymore.
Okay, now it's
Because
Oh.
there's one last opposition left. It's now a floating head.
Yeah, the mother brain's back and it wants revenge. So we have to aim ourselves to like stop its brain from it's trying to take out our metal slug. Which yeah, not gonna lie. In terms of these, as far as set pieces for the
I
final
would
boss
be the first
are
one
concerned,
out.
It's fine, but yeah, no. As far as set pieces for the final boss, this is pretty rad.
It's rad,
Yeah.
but goddamn, there's a lot to take into account here.
A lot of projectiles, and you have to make sure to jump over the shockwave.
Yeah, that shockwave in particular is very disorienting.
Yeah.
Careful.
But yeah, no, what's this?
It's
You
alright.
tried, but the alien head is still falling.
I gotta use bombs and... Oh, don't worry. Dude, we can fall for literally 30 minutes, and we will never stop falling until we kill him.
Oh yeah, no, it's a never-ending flight down to the surface. You only get to go to the surface once you beat its brains out.
Yep.
Which, that would have been an interesting thing if, like, there actually was a timer before you all just thud
boy.
into the ground. Anticlimactically.
And jump.
Some more bombs at
Would have
him.
been kind of. Honestly, I could totally imagine this game being dickish enough to literally have it so that by this point your continues don't mean anything. Once you're dead, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
look,
look,
the
Tarma's
Tarma's
in the
here.
little UFO to help.
Help us, Tarma.
Unfortunately, he's not. Unfortunately, he can't really use this thing worth a damn.
He keeps missing.
I just remembered I don't have my license.
Oh, that's right. I have no idea how to pilot a UFO. I'm sorry.
Chop its brains out! Chop its brains out!
I'm sorry, I did like that joke from the
Vomit.
Animaniacs where Dot is all like, "Don't worry, I've done this." The new Animaniacs, I should say, the trailer.
Yeah.
It's like Dot's all like, "Don't worry, I've done this before." You have? Oh wait, I made beef jerky before.
That's cute. And I'm really looking forward to seeing more of it. Like, I do appreciate that the art style is basically untouched.
For the most part, yeah. Though I'm still a little unsure about the new cast of characters that they're making for it.
It's
Like,
Especially-
all we...
especially
I
the
was
buff
gonna say,
guy.
Yeah, like, all we have are designs, though. Like, I think I'll wait until I see them in action before I make any judgments.
Right, because I know there's a lot of people that got on the reboot's beef just because, well, they got rid of like literal sex icons like Minx or whatever her name is. But then you
Minerva
trade,
and Hello Nurse.
and Hello Nurse. But then
Hello
you
Nurse.
trade them in for big beefy hot dude
There
who's
we
literally
go.
just flaunting his good looks on the water tower. And yeah, that's
Get
it.
in.
Now get back in your tanks.
Come on, there you go.
And we will survive completely
You know, it's a good thing that we're literally falling down to the ocean floor.
Mission 5.
First,
We
give me
did
that.
it!
That's it.
That's it. All over. We're done.
Mission all over.
Logan,
all-
Cele, how do you two feel now?
It's tiring. That last mission. Oh my gosh. So how do you feel, Cele? Oof. Doof.
Perfect. And so,
funny.
Just
a job well done. By the way, whatever happened to Theo?
Marco,
No one will ever know.
Marco just tosses his gun like, man, screw this. And Morton just gets to survive with his great UFO, but that's it. That's Metal Slug 3.
He flies off to plan his next big caper. And yeah, that's it.
It's again in terms of like a grand send off to the franchise. Had SNK, had SNK's assumption been correct that this all would have just ended right then and there, it's still really great. What do you think?
Cele?
I'm sorry, were you talking to me?
Yeah, what
Just
do you
in
think?
general, yeah. What did you think of it?
I'd play it again.
I think so. I would like to see try out all the other different paths there were. What about you, James?
I mean, yeah, I do, between the Metal Slug games, if it's not Metal Slug X, it's definitely this one I would probably go, or the original game. This is definitely another one I would come back
Oh, yeah,
to
there's the
more
boss
often than
back there.
Oh, look at the poor remains of the mother brain just floating down along with that gun. But yeah, no, just, in general, solid game. And it would have been the perfect send-off for the series, again, had the sequels not happened. But it is what it is. The series got pretty popular, and they decided to capitalize on that with future installments. And I mean, we are getting a new Metal Slug somewhere down the road.
It would be nice to see. What did you think watching it? Hype?
It looks just about as chaotic as usual. I'm not sure if out of the trilogy, it's one I'll go back to a lot of, mainly just because I think the combination of, the massive difficulty spike compared to the other two, it got, really relentless from what I can see, and that final mission, dragging so devil damn long, I think if I was going to play the Metal Slug games, I probably wouldn't touch 3 because of that.
I mean, if it means anything, though, you can scale the difficulty get down if you so choose. I want to say that Logan and Cele here were primarily playing on the default normal difficulty.
Right. But with all that said, it's been a wonderful, amazing ride future is now in SNK. I do hope you all get to, continue working on some incredible projects. And that is, my friends, is where we will draw the curtain on this grand adventure. Thank you all,
anyway.
and good night.
The end.